This is the plaintiff, Doreen Hartman. She says the defendant lived in her house for 17 months and one day decided he was going to no longer pay rent. He actually provoked an argument with her, secretly recorded it, and got her to lose her temper and kick him out. He ended up living rent-free for 3 months, and she wants her $1,750, money that she hopes the judge agrees is rightfully hers. This is the defendant, Lucien Cowell. He says this case is very simple. The plaintiff lost her temper, threw him out without giving him the proper 30 days notice, and he needed time to find a new place to live. It's for that reason, and that reason alone, he owes her no rent, and hopefully she will learn a valuable lesson from all of this. He's accused of trying to live rent-free. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $3,000 for harassment and breach of contract.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Doreen Hartman.
Hi.
You are suing Lucien Lou Cowell?
It's Cowell, just like Kowalski without the ski.
Cowell, okay. For $1,750 in late rent and court costs to evict him.
No rent.
No rent and court costs to evict him. And you are counterclaiming against her $3,000 for harassment and breach of contract. Tell me what's going on.
Okay, in June 2009, I had a bedroom in my home that I rented to Lou for $500 a month, verbal agreement. Everything was fine. Last March 2010, my son moves back home, which means they have to share the bathroom, the hallway, the steps, and so forth.
Okay, who's the fellow with you?
My boyfriend.
Okay.
So they had to share cleaning and so forth. Well, as the summer went on, Lou constantly asked me why Chris moved home. What is he doing with his life? Because his area was compromised because he had to share.
Well, yeah, now he has to share a bathroom. You
Right.
didn't bank on that.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
How old's your son?
25.
Okay.
He was out on his own.
Is he pig?
Well, he's not the cleanest, but okay. And this went on all summer, and finally on October 31st, he provoked an argument with me. He did have a tape recorder in his pocket, did not know that at the time, though. And it was about vacuuming the steps, and it was the straw that broke the camel's back, and I said, Lou, this is not working, you need to go.
Okay.
And November 1st was
Did
the
he
next
go?
day. No.
No.
He left the
Okay.
room, but that was it.
Okay.
November 1st was the next day, and he told me he's not paying rent. All the rent was due on the 1st, ever again, not another dime. And then he told me that he had a letter stating his rights that he posted on my refrigerator. This was from a prior eviction he was a part of. That's a letter from a lawyer, so all the dates are blacked out because that's an old letter.
What is this letter?
That's his letter to me stating his rights.
And it's basically his letter by a lawyer who he hired to handle an eviction, a prior eviction case.
Correct.
Where that lawyer is informing that landlord of what illegal evictions are. It's illegal to lock out a tenant. It's a criminal offense. What assault and battery is. You've placed your hands on or near the throat of him to intimidate him. Okay. What would be considered abandoned property, what would not. And the point of this was what?
So he would tell me what his rights are.
Meaning that you can't illegally lock him out.
Correct.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
All right. So I called the police because I am very new at this and never again. And I said, just you need to get him out because he's not going to pay rent. So they told me the eviction process have to go through the court, which I did. Then they went upstairs and talked to him.
Wait, so you filed a case when?
November 1st.
Okay, November 1st when you didn't pay rent?
November 2nd.
November 2nd. Okay, go ahead.
And they went upstairs and talked to him. And
Who's they?
The 2 officers.
Okay.
And I have that report here.
Okay.
And he admitted to them that he's been through this before. He's not paying rent, even though the officers told him he should pay rent until this goes to court.
Okay. And then?
And I started proceedings.
So he didn't pay November, he didn't pay December, he didn't pay January.
He was out January 15th.
When did he leave?
January 15th.
All right, what's going on?
What prompted that, Your Honor, was that for the 9 months prior to this, there were more than several occasions where I had to go to her and complain about the cleanliness of the common areas where there was literally bacteria and scum that was growing on the bathroom kitchen. I had to scrub it all the time.
On the bathroom what?
On the bathroom sink, excuse me.
Okay.
And that would really annoy me. And also...
I know, I'd sort of move out. Because
Well,
you don't
you
have a
know-
lease, you can move out whenever you want.
Exactly.
So why didn't you just move out?
Well, first of all, if I had the money and wherewithal, I could have, okay? I'm a
Okay.
cab driver in Red Bank. We do not make a lot of money. The economy has really hurt us very badly.
Okay, so you stay, and then what happens?
I had mentioned to her, once again, that her son had been, was late, did not vacuum the room. We were supposed to be done on Saturdays. October 31st fell on a Sunday. So I mentioned, I says, well, he didn't vacuum.
Vacuum what room?
Oh, the common areas.
The common areas,
I
okay.
have photographs, Your Honor. I could show you the
Yeah, let me
photographs.
see
Let me, yeah.
She'll ask you.
Okay.
All right, awesome. Okay, so go on.
I basically, I had told her, I says, look, in the past, you had told me
What is that, a cobweb?
Believe it or not, that's one of many
Cobweb.
cobwebs.
Oh, good Lord. How long does that take to develop? And what's this a picture of?
That is a picture of my groceries that Ms. Hartman had placed into grocery bags and put by the front door. And I have an audio file where she's telling me, in front of a police officer, I want your things out. You've never rented a space. Now, how did my groceries get there in the first place if I never had space
that was
there?
Let me
nice.
hear the audio that you have.
You guys probably will get a lot of calls back because every tit for tat, that's the way she is. She's like a dog with a bone. But now, because I didn't pay the rent, because she got nasty with me, she's being victim. And now her daughter's going to sit there and snicker like a little kid.
Because obviously, if she's upset because you're not
I
paying
tell you
the
what,
rent,
if she apologized,
she doesn't have to apologize.
well, yeah, to me she does.
She doesn't have to.
Okay?
No, she doesn't.
She's not going to treat me, well, I'm paying her
You're not
rent.
getting it, sir. You're not getting it.
That's a cop, right?
That's the cop, yes.
Okay,
If
and this helps you
if
how?
rent the room and say,
I think just prior to this, which is when I started
Did
to
you pay
take-
rent for November, sir?
No, I did not.
Did you pay rent for December, sir?
No, I did not.
Did you pay rent for January, sir?
No, I did not.
Did you leave eventually?
Yes, I did.
When did you leave?
January 15th.
Tell me your defense to paying November, December, and January rent. What is it?
Who takes advantage more, landlords or tenants? What do you think?
I think it depends on the terms of.
Give me a landlord or tenant. Okay, she won't do it. What do you think?
Oh, definitely the landlord.
What do you think?
The landlord.
What do you think?
Tenant.
There you go, going inside the courtroom.
Well, as you can see by the photographs, Your Honor, the place downstairs especially, which I was...
That's especially
also
where you
entitled
didn't
to.
live, because you were
Okay.
renting a room upstairs.
Well, the upstairs I kept until
Because
her son
90%
moved
of
in.
your pictures are of downstairs, right?
Oh, yeah, but you got there are pictures on the upstairs, too, where you have missing smoke detectors.
Whose electric rollers are those that you took a photograph of?
They used to be in the closet off the hallway, and Ms. Hartman, this is part of the harassment I'm charging her with, and this was done to intentionally inflict emotional distress on me, and this really was.
Because it's very emotionally distressing to see electric rollers.
Well, Your Honor, I just want you to also note in that picture with the hair curlers and everything else, she used feminine hygiene products to whatever, make some kind of, I guess, a statement. Again, I was the victim of harassment for the past 2.5 months, and it began immediately.
And that's your counterclaim of
No,
$3,000.
well, actually, yes, it's part of the
Well, no,
deal.
you have a counterclaim against her for $3,000 because you say you were the victim of harassment.
She threw out some of my towels. She threw out my food.
She threw out what?
I had refrigerated food, and I had access to a refrigerator that one day I found had been moved outside.
So
unplugged.
what'd you do for 3 months?
For 3 months, I had to live on sandwiches because she refused to allow me, or she told the police officer during this tape that I was playing before that I was not entitled to the entire house, which is what I did agree to pay $500 for. Now it was limited to only 10%. In other words, just a bedroom.
Did he rent the entire house?
No.
He rented just the room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stand up, boyfriend.
Go up to the mic, please.
What's your name?
Kyle
Kyle, last name?
Nash?
Mr. Nash, were you around during all of this?
Yes.
Okay. Are you living there?
Yes.
For how long? I mean,
2 years.
what I'm asking is, were you there when he moved in?
Yes, I
Okay.
actually met him. He was my cab driver, and he's always looking for a place. I took a cab to work.
So
for
this
about
was all
3
your
months.
idea?
Yeah,
That's another issue.
it's another issue. But
Your Honor,
Way to
can I-
go.
I gave him a call. We were thinking of renting the room upstairs.
Okay, so here's what I want to know,
Yes.
okay? Were you guys letting him use the space while everybody was getting along and he was paying rent? The refrigerator space?
And one drawer on the bottom.
Okay. And then when he decided, you can call the cops, I don't care what you do, I'm not paying you a penny rent, and it's going to take you months to get me out of here. When he does that routine, did you decide that he was no longer welcome to use your refrigerator space?
We had a small refrigerator, like college-sized refrigerator,
Yeah.
in the pool room, and we put all this food in there, and probably like 3 weeks later, food's still in there. And
Not
food's
touched.
going bad. It's just regular refrigerator. It wasn't a freezer or anything like that, so we just got rid of it. We're supposed
Because it was
to
stinking?
Yeah, basically.
What's supposed to do with it?
All right, you know what? I don't really care about your refrigerator. On your counterclaim for harassment and breach of contract, 0. On her claim against you for the rent, for the ejection notice, can I see proof of what the ejection notice cost you?
Yes.
Why should he have to pay to change your locks?
Just thought so.
Show me the proof of what the ejection notice cost you. Okay. I find in favor of the plaintiff, $1,730. Verdict for the plaintiff. See, here's the thing. You're right. You have rights. Your rights are that they can't take the law into their own hands and throw all your stuff out. That would be incredibly wrong. And in many states, including yours, it's a criminal act. Because we don't want landlords doing that. Because what if the tenant's right? The tenant doesn't get a chance to fight? Of course not. That's why that was created. Let me tell you what it wasn't created for. It wasn't created for someone to go, it's going to take you 3 months to get me out. And that's what it was not created for. Okay? So now, it's either pay her then or pay her now, but you're going to pay her $1,730. Verdict for the plaintiff. On your bogus counterclaim, 0.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so the defendant did his best to get away with it. Here, just stand right over here. Tell me, what's your reaction to the outcome of this case?
Well, I can't believe it. I'm going to have to, I guess, pursue this in a municipal court because I had files I was unable to play because of the time frame, and I also, audio files. And I'm sure the judge did her best to try to understand everything, but I think not all of the information came out. And
you didn't try to play her for as long as you could and try to live there for free. You didn't do that.
No, absolutely not. I was stuck there. As a matter of fact, I wanted to move out as quickly as possible. Once it came to my knowledge, this is the way it was going to be. The only trouble is I couldn't find a place that fast.
I see.
And I had to save money up. Okay?
All right, right around the corner there. Okay. Okay, so what do you think about the outcome here now, now that this is over finally?
Very happy.
Yeah?
It's been a long road, and it was the right decision, so I'm happy.
Well, you're the one who let him live there.
Yeah, well, he agreed to pay rent.
Yeah.
Nobody lives for free.
Okay. And you were his roommate for a while, right? Or his housemate kind of thing? What was it like living?
Yeah, living with a squatter. I don't like it at all.
What was the lifestyle like?
It was horrible.
Why?
It just felt like you were walking on glass with him.
Why? Like
It just, he was always complaining.
complaining? That's
Yes, yeah. And that was it, and he's a squatter.
it? Squatter. Harvey?
Okay, if you're a landlord, it is critical to run background checks on any prospective tenant to see if they have an MO history.